Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Brickazoid's Den. So today we have a Friday or Saturday slash Friday video here. Of course, if you're watching this, I believe this comes out on Friday. Um, and this is I think, the final Lego Star Wars ideas kind of video until the game actually releases. So I am super excited for this game. I absolutely cannot wait. And I thought I would talk about some DLC related stuff. So what I mean by that is, what if there was another season pass that Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga had, and what DLC could potentially be in it? And I have a very small list here of just some very baseline stuff that I think could maybe appear depending on when the second season pass comes out, and things like that. Now, do I think they'll actually do a second season pass? I do not. I think this will just be it for the DLC that they have, and that will be it. But I could be wrong, and maybe we will actually see some of these ideas come true. So I'm super excited to get into this, and yeah, here we go. So to start off, I wanted to just do two of the DLC pack ideas that I think we have the least amount of information on. Specifically, I based these DLC packs off of two shows, which is the Andor show and the Ahsoka show. So we'll start with the Andor show, of course. And for that one, if they were to do it, I think they would probably do a different version of Cassian Andor, because I believe he also comes in the Rogue One pack, because he's a part of the Rogue One movie. So if they were to do an Andor pack, then it would obviously come with a different version of him, a different variant, maybe. And then I also, again, we don't really know too much about the show, so it's kind of tough to think of any other real characters that they could include. I mean, maybe there'll be some sort of new stormtrooper design. Maybe there'll be like a rebel trooper. Or I don't know. I don't really know too much about this show yet, obviously, because there hasn't been a trailer or anything like that. So it's very tough to kind of think of an idea based off of a show that you know nothing about. But I feel like if they were to do a second season pass, the Andor show would be included here. Now, for the Ahsoka show, which of course is coming out. Actually, I don't know when that's coming out. I think it actually comes out after Andor, but I think we can kind of infer a little bit more with this show. Of course, we would get Ahsoka Tano, but Ahsoka Tano comes in the season 2 of Mando pack. But we could also think of maybe some Rebels characters that show up in this show for live action. So Ezra, Sabine, etc. Just some live action characters. This would be like our way of incorporating some Rebels characters into the game instead of having a Rebels pack. It would instead be based off of the Ahsoka TV show, and I think that could work super well for this game. And yeah, that's basically it for those two packs. Now we'll move on to the packs that actually have real characters and real information that we can use. Next up on the list here, I want to talk about the Kenobi show pack. Now, we only got one trailer for this show, so I'm going to be basing all of my character choices off of the characters from the actual show. So to start off, there will of course be Obi-Wan Kenobi from the show. The Ewan McGregor look, there's his new, or his older, withered look, it looks like. Then I also include in here Uncle Owen from the show. Now, I don't know if Uncle Owen is going to be already in the game or not. I would probably suspect he might be. There's definitely a chance that he will be in the game, but I don't know for certain, of course. I don't think anybody would know. And then I also thought of having some sort of Darth Vader version. I don't really know. Maybe him without his helmet on, and he kind of, well, I mean, I don't know. It'd be some sort of Hayden Christensen Darth Vader look that's probably going to be different in this show than in other iterations of Darth Vader, so I was thinking that could be included in this pack as well. And then this would also incorporate a lot of the Inquisitor characters. Like I said, this is based off the trailer where we saw, I believe, 4 Inquisitors in that trailer. So one of the characters would, of course, be the Grand Inquisitor, which was introduced in Rebels, I believe, or not introduced, but shown in Rebels in the animated show, and now brought into live action here. So this is a good way of incorporating the Grand Inquisitor in the game, and this would be your way to get him. Then I believe one of the Inquisitors of the show was named Reva, I believe her name was, and she's one of the newer Inquisitors, the third sister, I believe, that we haven't seen before in any Star Wars show or movie. She may have been in the comics. I don't know, but Reva would be obviously included in this pack because it seems like she's going to be a very prominent Inquisitor, perhaps even one of the main Inquisitors that might die in this show, I think. Then there's also the fifth brother, who we saw a little bit in the trailer, who looked incredible, looked really, really great. Can't wait to see him in action. So he would be included in this pack as well. And then there was one more Inquisitor. I don't know her exact name or anything like that, but if I'm not mistaken from the very small amount of research I did, I believe it's the fourth sister. I could be completely wrong with that. I don't know for certain, but it's the one with like the tendril hair kind of looking stuff that she has going on in for her hair. So I would say she would be included in this pack as well. Again, just based off of the trailer that we got from the Disney Day investors meeting, I think it was. So yes, there is the Kenobi pack. Next up, I want to do a pack based off of a show that we have already seen and we have already gotten, which is, of course, the Book of Boba Fett. Not one of my favorite Star Wars shows, but I definitely wanted to include some characters in here, just to have a quick little pack that I think they could probably do, and I don't think it would be too difficult to do. So, for the Book of Boba Fett pack, we have one of the minifigures, or one of the characters being a prisoner Boba Fett. Now, we're already getting Boba Fett from Mando Season 2. We're getting Boba Fett from, obviously the original trilogy and things like that. Also the prequel trilogy as well. So why not include him in his prisoner outfit, or not really his prisoner outfit, but like when he was taken by the Tusken Raiders in like the white outfit, the white suit there. So you're basically seeing like Tamora Morrison's head and things like that. And that would be your Book of Boba character for this show, because of course we're already getting that kind of similar Boba Fett look in the Mando Season 2 pack already. Next, for the character, I was thinking the Tusken, I don't know her exact name, so this is how I named her. The Tusken Raider Gaffy Stick Trainer Woman. That is how I named her there, but I think you know who I'm talking about, the one with the black headdress, the black cloak, and things like that, and trained Boba how to use a Gaffy Stick. So she would, of course, be included in this pack here. Maybe she'd have the ability to like talk to Tusken Raiders or something like that, very similar to a Protocol Droid's ability, as shown by the game's trailers. How a Protocol Droid can interact with other species and like understand their language. She would be able to understand Tusken Raider language, I guess, and I think that would be pretty cool. And then obviously having her staff and things like that. Then for another minifigure, I was thinking this one was kind of like a I'm running out of characters to think up of, and that is the Major Domo. And I was just gonna throw him in here just cause maybe he could have a similar ability with like the Protocol Droid thing. I don't know if he really was shown to have an ability to understand different languages, but just kind of have him be included in here would be fine, I guess. Then for the last couple characters, we have Black Chrysanthemum, of course, needed to be included in this. Great bounty hunter, great Wookiee character. I also included in here, because again, I was kind of running out of character ideas, Drash and also Scad, who were the two bike rider, moped rider, whatever you want to call those things that they were driving. Those two characters there, the two main ones of that group. And then I also included in here a Pike leader, just to have some sort of Pike representation character, because I don't think a Pike character is really going to be a part of the main base game, and has already been kind of shown that it's not going to be a part of any DLC pack, and of course, why would it be? So, I was just thinking of including the Pike leader character in this as well. And then, yeah, there's your Book of Boba Fett pack. Now, we have two packs that I'm actually kind of excited to get going to talk about here, and that is the Star Wars Visions packs. Now, I say packs plural, because there's going to be two. Considering there were so many very unique characters in this show, I thought of including not only a hero character pack, but also a villain character pack for this game, each including, what is that there, 9, is it 9 characters? Yeah, 9 characters, so one character, one hero character from, per episode, and then also a villain character per episode. So we'll get going with that right now. For the hero character pack, we're starting with, episode 1's The Ronin, which of course is our hero, kind of Sith hero character, I guess, of the episode. Then we also have Jay from episode 2, who's the main kind of kid rocker there. And then we also have Kare, I think, from episode 3. Then we have F from episode 4. Episode 5, we have Kara. Episode 6, we have Obi-Wan. We have Tajin from episode 7. Lop from episode 8. And then Subaki, I believe, from episode 9. So there's kind of like our main hero cast there going up against our next pack, which is our Star Wars Visions Villains pack. So we have for episode 1, we have the Sith Bandit leader. For episode 2, I couldn't really think of a main villain for that kind of thing. Like we're already going to get Jabba the Hutt and also Mama the Hutt in the games. So I didn't really know what kind of villain character to include for this one. So I just included Boba Fett in like the Visions kind of like animation style that he was in from his episode. But could be any kind of villain character. Maybe a version of Jabba. Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, I was gonna say Jabba Fett. No, Jabba the Hutt. But who knows? Doesn't matter. Next, we have Am from episode 3, the twins, I think. And then we have Lord Azuma from episode 4. Episode 5 is Juro, which is the supposed villain of the actual episode, but it ends up being, of course, actually all the quote-unquote Jedi that came to the temple to get their lightsabers. Then we have, episode 6, right? Yeah, the Inquisitor from episode 6, who looked pretty cool, who was facing off against Obi-Wan. Then we have episode 7, the Elder, which was a very cool villain. Would love to see him in Lego form. Episode 8, Ocho, which was, of course, from the episode Lop and Ocho. And then episode 9 had Masago. Yeah, Masago, I think, is how you say it. But, yeah, so there's our Star Wars Visions packs. I wanted to do something a little bit unique for these final 2 DLC packs, and here we are. So, alright, so those were all of my ideas for the LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, second season pass ideas for DLC characters and DLC packs. I hope maybe that these come true, hopefully someday, if they do a second season pass. And yeah, so if you enjoyed that video, do the comment YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.